All right, I'm trying to see what happened. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Romans 15 and 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime
Tell them what happened.
were written for our learning,
Whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning,
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
That's it right there. I think we're talking about. Let me say the cuff. Olive cuff. I don't know for a minute. It might be Bell. Let's see one on olive. Cuff, they call it Peter. Let me see 1 and 11. Listen to the book.
Suffering what, or what manner of time the Ruach?
Searching or suffering?
Searching.
What?
Or what manner of time?
Well, how many of y'all heard suffering?
Hey.
What you gonna say, Chris?
I was wrong.
You were wrong. What? What? We weren't expecting that one. No, go ahead.
Searching what, or what manner of time the Ruach of Mashiach, which was in them, did signify, when it testified beforehand the suffering of Mashiach, and the kabul that should follow.
What happened?
Unto whom it was revealed.
Not unto who?
Unto themselves.
Tell them what happened.
But unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you.
By who?
Them that have preached the debar unto you.
With the what?
Ruach HaKadosh, sent down from Shamayim.
Yeah.
Which things the Malachi desire to look into.
Tell them what happened.
Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind.
See that? He said, you hear that? Can you imagine something that the Mount Akeem started to look into? Could that be possible? That they were searching or looking or trying to inquire concerning a thing? Can you imagine that? 2 and 1. Abarim. We'll come and pick it up. I just kind of think of myself. I don't want statements to just kind of run past us. Isn't that right? Abarim, they call it Hebrews. I definitely don't like that. Abarim 2 and 1. Listen to the book.
Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed
to
the things which we have heard,
lest
at any time
we
should let them slip.
For
if the debar
spoken
by Malachi
were
steadfast,
and
every transgression
and
disobedience
receive
a sadak recompense of reward,
how
shall we escape
if
we neglect so great Yeshua,
which at the first
began to be spoken by the Adon,
and
was confirmed unto us by them
that did what?
Heard him.
Elohim
Also bearing them witness
both
with odds and wonders.
And that bearing a witness both with odds and wonders. Isn't that right? Odds would be signs. Odds would be signs. Y'all know that? That's something we look for, signs. He was bearing them witness both with odds and wonders. So different events, time period. He said unto whom it was revealed, not unto themselves. He talked about they were searching what manner of time. How do you get time? By yamins, by yariks, and by years. So he told me that they were searching. So in their search, in their endeavor, which is an attempt, then there were things they had to look for. According to Barashit 1 and 1. Are we to believe we were just saved by chance? The book tells we were saved by kabud. Well, by Khan. And when you learn that you're saved by con, you ain't gonna believe what all that actually happened. You ought to be convicted. Now this would make you a convict. Can you imagine that? Learn that you were actually Yasha by con, that they call grace, and not of yourself, and told you that it was a barak. So now that should convict you, because a lot of us assume it was by our works. Yeah, because I turned, because I did, because I acknowledged. He said, no, it was by con. You were convicted. That will make you a convict. Con convicted me. I'm a convict. See, before that would be a kind of a negative connotation. When somebody uses somebody, they say, man, he a convict. You thinking, what you do? People stand back, you say, hey, I just got out of jail. You feel he murder somebody, rape somebody, kill somebody? I mean, what did he do? You sold drugs? Because there's a lot of additives with that. That's a lot of, I don't know what I'm looking for now, but it's a lot of connotations that can go to it. I appreciate that help, unsolicited. But I'm not messing with you. All right, you're all right, But this one's a family show. Isn't that right? Sensible. Nothing bad can happen to the end. So now we start to look at, in doing that, there were things they would have been looking for based upon a serial things. Not series. In the book of Timothy, it talks about what they would call the qualification of a deacon. Church of Christ called it a deaconess. It said, was it a woman be a deacon? Y'all been in church? It was a deaconess. And deaconess, there's no such thing as a deacon. There were actual qualifications for a minister. But they would have you do that. A deacon wouldn't teach. We don't know anything about it. We had no such office. This is stuff Greeks will put on us and give us the connotation, set us up in the office. That's all Christian answers. They have actually no office, no such dealing of nothing called a deacon or a deaconess. Don't exist. He talked about him purchasing himself to himself. What was it again? A good degree. That's right. Degree is a step in a series. Like you get a degree, first degree is what? Associates, then bachelor's, then a master, then. So you understand, you purchase yourself a good degree. Then that's a step in the series. So now we're looking at trying to set our people up on degrees. Got it? So it's a step. It's a process, right? You can't walk right in and get a doctorate, can you? There's certain things you got to do, and then to be able to enter into the program. Then you start to enter into different programs. So that's what we're trying to do now. We're trying to get into a program where we'll achieve the excellence. So let's see what happens. Barashit 1:1. Listen to the book. They call it Genesis.
Barashit.
Created. So for us, we'll say Barashit, bara, in the beginning, created, Elohim, ha-shamayim, the expansions, at, a sign, his sign, u, and at, orats. So we would take in the beginning, created, the mighty one, his sign in the shamayim, u, and at, his sign in the orats. So now, when we listen to this, therefore we ought to get a more earnest heed to the things which we have heard. What do we hear him? That's at any time we let them slip. We forgot he put signs down. He put signs down. He put signs that we're supposed to watch. Then there were going to be wonders. There was going to be things to follow, things to happen. Y'all got it? So we were looking for them. We were looking for different things to happen. Because I had to look at that just from Carl. He said they were searching what manner of time. You know what's amazing? When we come back to even look at by the time period of the coming of Mushah. Even Pharaoh knew. That's right. In the time coming of Yahusha. When the book told of 42 generation, even Herod sent out and started executing the kids. Because he knew. He knew from watching us that we were looking for a sign. We were expecting something to happen from the ox. From what we saw, from the Shamayim, because when they followed, even when the shepherds came, they followed. How did they follow him? They saw the kukabim. The kukabim moved and it stood right over the child. So this was a ox that was in the Shamayim. The child was here on the rocks. Now you got his sign and a sign. The child was going to be a sign. He was going to signify something. When Maureen brought him in, picked me up and said that in the book Oriel, chapter 2, picked me up at about 2 and about 23. Let's see how they work out. Y'all all right? Yes, they called Luke. We can cut the air down over here a little bit on them. Look at that, Carol. If it ain't Carol, then Ezra, it's going to have to be you, and you finna get your name on the board. Do you want to squeal who was talking just then, or you want to go down and infinite your name on the board? You going to put your name on the board, or you going to tell on Carol? Who is that? You going to eat it for Carol? That's nice. You finna go down, buddy. We don't have no mercy around here. What's wrong with this stuff called sensible? What do you think? That's not sensible. You gonna eat it, you take the text, go with it too. It's a sensible show. It's a family show. All right, listen. Oriel chapter 2. Let's see verse 23. Kira said, I sure appreciate that because I was talking. They still gonna get his name up down. That's right. Listen.
As it is written.
Ray, that shirt right there, did they have two of them? Now go ahead. As it is written, what happened?
In the Torah of Yahuwah, every male that openeth the womb.
Listen, this show is a family show. It's called Sensible. Come on, listen.
Shall be called Kudash to Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And to offer a sacrifice according to that which is said in the Torah of Yahuwah, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. And behold, there was a Ish in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and the same Ish was Sadak and devout, waiting for the consolation of Yasharal.
What was he waiting on? Y'all really waiting on? He waiting on the consolation. You know, I guess, when I think of consolation, I guess, could we root word that to console? Consolation, I think we can root word that to console. Yeah. Because let me tell you what happened. How did that, come on, y'all two, we're playing a game. Well, y'all get it wrong. You got it all the way up to him. Y'all played the game, got him, and this is for the win. This is for the $1 million. How did he got it wrong? Leon's the winner. Give him a hand clap, everybody. Hey, he's the winner. He got it. Hey, we got a consolation prize for you. Something to where he didn't actually just lose. Something to make sure that he got a benefit. Make sense? So this one he was hoping to win, but since he didn't win, we gave him a consolation prize. Y'all got it? Just got kind of an example. So that was something, because how you feel when you lose? Bad. So what if I gave you something? Well, when you look at our people, we lost. So he came to give us something. So here was a man waiting on the consolation. He was waiting on something to console. Y'all got it? Right? Sometimes somebody might come in, you like that. You bring them tissue, a towel, you rub them, you start giving them words of comfort, exhortation, not of warnings, but more or less just kind of helping them still kind of stand, to persevere through. So this man here was waiting on the consolation all he knew that somebody was going to come and going to take away all, what was it again? Tears from my eyes. So he's been waiting on the consolation. Y'all got it? We knew, our book had already wrote about somebody coming to deliver us. When Mushah came down, Mushah didn't just pop up on us out of nowhere. We already knew a deliverer was coming. A Yasha was coming. He was a Yasha. So what do you think people were doing for 430 years? Waiting on what? The consolation. Based upon the art. So then what they would have left them doing? Searching. What? What manner of time? Unto whom it was what? Revealed. It was revealed to them. He came down. He said, when I come, they're going to want to know, what is your name? Your Shem. When I come down, he said, when you bring these people out, this is going to do what? It's going to be an ox. That they were going to do what? And that, which means he was going to be on the top, Shamayim, and you were going to be down below. So you got an ox in the Aras in the Shamayim and on the Aras. Only Musha could go up. The people stayed at the bottom. So guess what you got? That was a sign, ox, that went with his arm, and there was a sign that he was in the Shamayim. Y'all all right? Come on. Couldn't they? I don't know what y'all all right? They said searching what amount of time? Why would they be searching? What put you on the search? How many, both of your kids here? Are you interested in going on a search outside in the low country looking for them? Why not? Exactly. So some had to sit you out. Some had to be taken away from you to make you go looking. Whom it were revealed. Now unto themselves they did minister the thing that now report unto you. These people were searching what amount of time? They were looking for the consolation, just like him. Listen what happened.
Waiting for the consolation of Yasharal.
You said just doing whatever and it just pop up on him. If you're waiting on something, that's anticipation or expectation, right? You know, I'm waiting on something. I'm looking for something. I'm in anticipation. And tell them what happened, son.
And the Ruach HaKodesh was upon him.
What happened?
And it was revealed unto him.
What was revealed to him?
By the Ruach HaKodesh.
That what?
That he should not see moot.
Until when?
Before he had seen Yahuwah's Mashiach.
So you know what? I know I'm going to die. Because it's upon Anashim wants to die. But I'm waiting on the consolation.
Yes, sir.
See, something to console me, to take me through. How many of y'all done died before? I know I got to go, but Allahina gave me consolation that I'm going to get something before I go to carry me through. There's something to signify to me, to let me know I'm actually walking in what he established and what he said. A lot of times people just good with just going, but there needs to be some type of confirmation. Y'all got it? We talked about it even on Rabbi E, which they call Wednesday. Kamashi that Layla, when it becomes night going to Thursday, what they would call Thursday. So now, people didn't just actually do what we do, just took off and just started doing things. There were instructions and directions. Mushar just didn't pop up and just go in and just say, you know what, I'm tired of this shift. I'm just finna, it's time to go. These people were waiting on something. There was a designated, appointed time. There's like it's appointed time for you there. Is it appointed on Anashim wants to die? Oh yeah, that is. That is. See, what's happened with us, we've become comfortable with things being induced. Oh yeah, that's what happened. They induced us. So, in what happens, you kind of cause a trigger of things to kind of become offset. Y'all don't kind of get it yet, though, do you? Let's see. See that 4:1 in the book of Galatians. Oh, that's 4:1. That's what's induced. How you spell it? That's what I was thinking. Listen to the book. Let's see how it'll work. Listen.
Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a Yalid.
Hold what you got. That's kind of mind going. See if that's 17, 15, 15, 17, Barashit. They call Genesis. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass that when the Shamash went down, and it was Kashak, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. In the same Yahuwah made a berith with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this Beth from the river of Mizraim unto the great river, the river Euphrates.
How important that is to you?
Very.
How important that is for y'all? The fact they gave you the name Euphrates versus Parath. Fruitful. Fruitful. What's important about this, we talked about the Euphrates, as they call it. The Euphrates is the largest river that feeds through there. And it drops down into the Mediterranean, into the Persian Gulf. I've given you all of this Beth. Even they'll call it the Great River because it's the largest river. Actually cuts through, Nahar that cuts through and drops into the Persian Gulf. You ain't gonna believe what's in the Persian Gulf. Bahrain, Iraq, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. All these places are actually in that region. Now you think you reading, if you just reading that, your mind in a Christian biblical sense right now, where in there, and they would call the hell is this? Because first thing, Euphrates don't exist. Second of all, you don't even know where it goes. So if I set you and told you, you don't even know where this goes. If you gave me that, do you understand how far the Euphrates go? The Parath River, because that's what you call fruitful. That's what he called it. It's called fruitful. So it feeds areas. That's why they put those white-skinned people there and moved you out. Most of these people don't know it though. How you gonna know it without a teacher? Think about years ago. How many of y'all have read this before now? How much more understanding does it give you now when you start looking at what regions? This pours into the Persian Gulf. So you're talking about just how far your area actually expands or stretch. This thing pours in the Persian Gulf. Do you understand how far? Pick me up a distance of that. Can y'all try to look that up for me? Get me a distance. Can y'all find me the lands that run along the Euphrates down to the Persian Gulf? It probably. Don't y'all want to know? Yeah. Or we want to just stay Christian? See it with your spiritual eyes. Don't you know we can't afford for nobody to dumb us down again? Right. It's time when you hear about places. If it's your book, shouldn't you know something about the places and the characters? Then don't call it my book. I don't know about no Euphrates. Where is it at? Nobody that came before me that knew all of he know what no Euphrates is. If Abraham was here, he said, from the great river Euphrates, he said, you lost me. Where is this Euphrates? No, but see, you playing semantic. I'm not playing semantic. He told them things they knew. I'm trying to make you a fruitful people. Wouldn't I put you somewhere where fruit can be produced and things that's conducive for fruits that could be eaten? I hear things. So you see what I'm saying? It's going to, think about it. I'm going to make you a fruitful people somewhere in a place that's not productive. That wouldn't make sense. Now hold what you got. See that Tahalim 1:1. They call it Psalms. Because Psalms got it. Psalms don't. Like the Mound. Man, they had good commercials back then. Mounds got that deep dark chocolate. What the other one don't? Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Y'all remember that? Man, no commercial was serious. That Hershey commercial, man, I'm ran. Hey, you stuck your chocolate in my peanut. That's for people that we knew about. You can't do that now. Now homosexual. Remember I told the homosexual will stick his chocolate bar in your peanut butter. And then don't forget there's a family show called Sensible. You know, it all just makes sense. Listen to this, Tahalim 1:1. Listen to the book.
Baraka is the Ish.
That do what?
That walketh not in the counsel of the Rasha.
Because you know what? I get the confusion come in. People want to know who actually gets it. Who actually gets it from him? He said the man that doth not obey, that doth not transgress, that does not veer. Huh? That's who gets barak from me. The man that doesn't veer off. The man that don't add unto. He said that's actually who get Barak from me. He could have said it easily, Barak is the man that do what you Elohim say. Then people come confused. Because, you be hearing, I hear voices. I see dead people. You know what I'm saying? So people got a lot going on. So they're telling you Barak is the Ish that walketh not. What was it again?
In the council.
Recommendation for course of behavior.
Of the Rasha.
Wicked. The what?
Nor standeth in the way of Kata.
See that? That's what they say. He told you when you stand in the way. What did he ask you to do? Look and do what? And when you find it. And where's the what was it? And when you find it, so you can get out the way. You blocking and holding people up. He said when you find it, he told you walk in it. And then you're going to find rest for you in the fire. But you know what they say? They ain't going to do it. He said, but also I said, watchmen over them saying, to the what was again? So who would you tell that to? A son in the street? What are you going to know about the shofar? What are you going to know about how the calling of Adar? He's not going to understand or know that. But the people you were taught to will understand the different commands from the shofar. The one meaning calling in the Shah. The other one assembling which camp should arise and come up, Matah. All these different things make sense. And then you had the alarm. Now I'm going to tell a son on the street this. That he said, watchmen on them telling to hearken to the sound of the shofar. When they don't even know what it is. We acknowledge it every year. So what it is going to be, these are going to be searching what manner of time. When you gonna do the shofar? In what? January? What, probably February? So now you got things you're looking for Shamayim. Changes that appear. So you acknowledge it during a certain time period. Y'all got it? So now we're looking at the people that were looking for him would have been searching. What? Because now we use the Yared. The changing of the Yared as it started to go from complete dark to it starts to pick up and illuminate. Till it gets to its full and then it starts to dim out. So we look at the coming of Mr. Yahuwah. When he came down, he told us it was Kashab. New Yared. No or in it. Then we see him come in his strength. We'll call it a 4 Yared. Then we see him saying that he was going to go. And he said, and now if I go, you ain't going to believe what I'm going to do. I mean, it's going to be dark again. Because I'm going to come like a thief. So what am I going to be looking for? I'm going to be looking for these ox. I don't see the man come. When the Yared gets to the 14th evening, which is coming to what they call the 15 Yom, he said it's full brightness. Well, that's what we look at him. He came in full. He came to us, there was no light. Then we seen him come in full strength. When in the 28th chapter of the book of Matthew, verse 19, he didn't believe what he said. All Yared, I mean all power. Full. And then he went out of their sight. And then they told him, the Malachi, why were they standing there gazing? Why were they gazing on the ground? Because this was an odd. This is the first odd he gave us in the Shamayim. Why wouldn't they be standing gazing at this in the Shamayim? Because at this point, guess what they were doing? The reason why they were looking at, what were they doing? What were they doing? Searching. They were searching. What manner of time? Well, look it. He left. He said, if I go, I'll to do what? Receive you unto who? Then we're looking for consolation. We're just looking at what Cuff said. You can just run over you want to. I mean, it don't make no difference how they want to take it. It's just which is easier. Book light. They got the Yared calm, getting in full strength, and you'll see it start to leave from you. Dissipate. So now we sit with anticipation, waiting for him to come back. You all right? Yes, come just like he did at first. How did you get them? How did Yared come into you? And that's how he coming back. Isn't that right? He come back the same way. Then he gonna be right back to full strength. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. Okay, let me see how to. So let's do that. Matthew, I'll come and get that. Matthew chapter 4. Make it 4 and 7. I'll try to finish up Tahalim 1 and 1 and try to tie that back over. What we got over here, 4 and 1 in the book of Galatians. Back in the Barashit 15 and 17. Listen to the book.
Yahusha said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt Yahuwah thy Elohim. Again, Satan taketh him up into an exceeding high har, and sheweth him all the malkuth of the Arats, and the kabud of them, and saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and shakah me.
What are you telling him?
Then saith Yahusha unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt shakah Yahuwah thy Elohim, and him only shalt thou serve.
Listen.
Then Satan leaveth him, and behold, Malachi came and Sharath unto him.
So you know what we pick up from there? Of course the devil going to continue to test you, but you ain't got to give in. You ain't got to give in. He showed you. The book said if you resist, he'll flee. That's what your couple told him. Evidence. He didn't test him one time. And every time he comes, he's going to come toward things you desire or things that you work for. That's how he works. Everything he has to do, all the things he's working for. His whole goal is to try to set and rule over all the Malkum. That's his goal anyway. Man just finished fasting. What else he going to do but be hungry? It's going to make sense to tempt him with food. Everything y'all get tempted with, people, first thing they do, they put doubt and disappointment toward the Creator versus looking at that's how the devil works. Which means now the devil don't know about me. That wouldn't make sense. Everything came to him by he knew. You've been seeing him 40 days, you ain't ate. You hungry, brother. You can lie to yourself. I know you're hungry. So my goal is to get you off. That's how Satan works. But he showed us where if you resist, he'll flee. Out of us, the reason why he doesn't leave, because you give in. I did resist him. He just kept on. I gave in. Then you didn't resist. You're short term. You got to be in for the long haul. That's the whole importance of this information that we're trying to make sure that we gather in. Through information is our Aman belief is how he defeated the enemy. You can't defeat him without information. You just can't do it. That's true. Even Yahusha told you about when a man said, when a Malachi set forth to get war, go war. You know we sent for ambassadors. So he can see whether how many he think it's going to take for him to try to defeat the enemy. Or he looking at them to bring back words of peace, saying shalom, saying, no, we changed our mind, we don't want to fight. So that's what he did. He sent off for an ambassador. When Mr. Yahuwah come back, he knew exactly how many he need to fight with. That's all I'm representing. If you repent and you're going to turn, if you don't, I'm going to take the man back the bar again concerning that you side, you want to fight. They don't even realize, before the president sent and do war, don't y'all know he sent ambassadors in, Secretary of State, they sent other people in to try to talk to see, first of all, how can we resolve that? So they say, listen, no negotiation. They bring back word to let him know he's not willing to negotiate. And he let him know, he understand that the words that you spoke to him are my words. That you represented me, that when he told you he wouldn't get the F out of his face in his country, that's what he told me. Then I'm going to deal with him at the same according. When you told him that, you told it to me. Yahushua told you the same thing. He that heareth you, heareth me. He that despises you, and they also despise him that sent me. They tell you how we working. That's why the book said, we then as workers, what was it again? With who? With him. So we ask you something, we're trying to tell you, you don't want to take the Khan Elohim in vain. You don't want to take it in vain. That's for every one of us. That's what they learned when they sat down at the bottom of the whore. When they thought that Mushar, the lady coming, they took it in vain. Because you know what he said he did? I heard thee. You ain't going to believe when. In the time accepted. And in the yum of, it was Yeshua, salvation. That's when what? So what about that day before? Could I save you? Could he say it that day before? What about that week prior? What about that month coming up to it, that year coming up? So now what is it going to leave me doing? Searching. What am I searching for, Leon? What time? I'm looking at what signified the time. That's why none of these Shabbats, that people don't have to come to. You can go ahead and miss it, but for me, it'd be Qatar. I got to do it because all of these are putting me in preparation for a meeting. The man said he ain't going to believe when he come out what we were going to do. He told the apostle they were going to do something. Who remember what he told them they were going to do with him? They were going to sit down at his table and that they were going to eat and drink. What do you know about eating and drinking? Muhadi. Who's Muhadi? He told you, these are mine, and you shall keep them when? In their season. So I'm searching what matter of time. What's that important to you? When the Yarik comes in. When the Muhadis are coming, appointed. All these are things lining up and setting me up to meet him. That's why I got to get back to the place. I got to get back to the place. Don't make sense, does it? It should. Well, I got you hold on. We got a lot going on. Let's finish this 4 and 7 up right quick. I can finish up this Oriah 22 and 23, so I can finish up Tahalim 1 and 1 and finish up Galatians 4 and 1. We try to move forward, get y'all out here. Most High willing. I don't want to bore you with this. Listen to the book.
Verse 12.
Verse 12.
Now when Yahusha had heard that Yahuchanan was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee, and leaving Nazareth.
I think it's Galilee. Listen, it's a mountainous region too. And amazing as always, sits right by the Ma'in. Every place that relates to you sets by Ma'in. Ports, travel entrance ways, exits. That's how it works for us. Everywhere he puts you at. He's always sending you somewhere where it can be fed. You can survive. Let me tell you something. You got land and water, you can survive. Those are survival traits. You can plant. Ain't that right? You can hydrate. You can grow. You can fish. You can trade. You can get out. That's how you get out. That's how they brought you here through Ma'in. Ain't that right? Don't y'all know Ma'in has a lot. It's beneficial. You know, you can get diamonds and gold from the Ma'in. People do it from streams. That's how. Why would you think he would put me there? Now he put me where it's trading, fishery. The man put me where I can get minerals, which means I'm drinking from water that has diamonds and gold and zinc and copper, and all these things are feeding my melanin in my system. Your water lack that. Crocker got your water, he got to put stuff in yours. He got to put nothing in my water. Anytime he put something in my water, Yahusha told him, say, they gave me poison to drink. I don't know about y'all, like the man told when I bought this stuff, we went to Kroger, all poison. Doesn't matter where you pick it from, it's all poison. And maybe they tell you, pick your poison. Who does that? Pick your poison. Come on, finish this up.
And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is upon the sea coast.
See that? Oh, wow. See, everywhere you at, see, the man leave from places where Ma'in and go to other places that sit right on the coast. Right out on the coast. They say everywhere. Tell these people to show you all this stuff in your desert training, your desert and your shields. I don't know about that stuff. Man, kept us where our stuff could be fed. You can get out and get in. Shalom was a great tradesman. The man was a trafficker. The day Shalom be in prison for trafficking. The man was moving animals, ivory. The man moving goods, gold and silver. The man was a trafficker. These people don't take stuff like this. That man was moving timber down through the Maine. That man learned how to move lumber down through the Maine. Stuff you find these logging companies trying to do, Shalom been doing that. That's old. Do y'all know how difficult it is to put lumber in the water and navigate it down to a whole nother region? You try putting some lumber in the water up in Lebanon and make it navigate all the way down and take it into Jerusalem. You know how skillful you got to be to move lumber in the water and ocean current and get it down and make it come down the way you need it so you can start building? That's what happened.
In the borders of Zebulun and Nephthalim, that it might be fulfilled.
Like what?
Which was spoken by Yashayahu the Nabi.
What could he possibly say?
The Beth of Zebulun and the Beth of Naphthalim by the way of the sea.
Where else?
Beyond Jordan.
Where else?
Galilee of the Gentiles.
Tell them what happened.
The arm which sat in Kashak.
See that? The arm that sat in Kashak. I couldn't imagine what happened.
Saw a great Aur.
I might have saw a full yard. And tell them what else happened.
And to them
that did what?
Which sat in the region and shadow of Mut.
What happened?
Aur is sprung up.
See that? Folks done seen the son of the Shemaiah. Ain't that right? But all those people, when he allowed himself to illuminate, he did on the coastline. He ain't say everybody saw it. The area he named you, all those people sat on coastlines. All them people did. That's the coup, which will be the Shamash coming up on the horizon. That's how they understood it. They told us that the coup was a gorilla, an ape. What made sense, the only time they knew about apes was when Shaloma brought them down. Shaloma had the ship, he had to put them on ships and bring them down. We know nothing about no apes. We would have had our ancient before Shaloma even came on the scene. So it wouldn't make sense that the Kuf would represent an ape or a monkey. Because Shaloma was not on the scene when we used the ancient. Not when it was first set out and was used in creation of our writings. So it wouldn't make sense, especially when he had to bring them down because they were not native to Jerusalem.
That's right.
There's a lot of arguments on all our alphabet. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. If they weren't native to that, why would they be using it? Why would you use something that's not even native to your people? Would mango be the national fruit for Georgia? Why not? It's a fruit. You know what? How many of y'all know what a mango is? How many of y'all have grown mangoes in Georgia? That's why it wouldn't make sense. Now, would it make sense for them to use the gorilla, the ape, for their alphabet when they weren't even native to their region? I didn't say they didn't know what a gorilla or ape was, did I? Just like you know what a mango is, but you don't grow at him. What makes sense for it to be your national fruit? What makes you to use a monkey or use an ape for your alphabet, and this is how you write? Makes sense for you to use the Shamash, because everybody knows about the Shamash. That's what he told you. Even the people that sat in the region of shadow of Mut, which going to represent darkness, he ain't going to believe what happened. The Shamash, it rolls on them. That's the Kuf. The show is called Sensible. It's a family show. It's got to make sense. We'll kill the opposers at the end of this show. But it's got to make sense. That's all I'm saying. Now you judging yourself. Which one makes sense to you? That they're going to be using the ape when the ape was not even there. He had to import them in. Your alphabet was already created. You're ancient. You're pictogram. White people tell you that because they always trying to refer you to an 8.
Yep.
Or reference you to looking like an 8.
Yep.
Isn't that right? We just got the strength of one.
That's right.
Now, you got other people writings too now that you have similar writing. We're not the only people with hieroglyphs or hieroglyphic writings. The Phoenicians have a similar alphabet as us because a lot of us use it. It would have been writings that everybody would have used at the beginning, but then other people breaking away would definitely transform their writings. Yeah, people start transform. Everybody took for you, and now you'll sit down and we'll write in cursive and write, we wrote the English print, everything we got, and it looks like this is a modern style of writing, but it's only something they took and stole from you. Twisted around and came back and taught you when you couldn't do it and you couldn't pronunciate or enunciate, then they called you stupid and dumb. Yeah. But you take yours and tell them to try to read this. I ask you. And he'll tell you, I cannot, for I'm not learned. We'll deliver our book to him and he'll tell you, he can't read, he's not learned. He's wiped away our memory. Now we coming back. Mr. Yahuwah don't want to call us back. He told us we would bethink ourselves in the latter of you. The people that were before us he spoke to, they gone. Now how are we storming and we come on this thing like this? How are we coming? Mr. Yahuwah already told. He already tried to tell these people, listen, if they be Elohims, just let them tell us something that's getting ready to happen. They definitely can't declare the ancient. Then let them tell us something that's getting ready to happen. They can't. I've been told y'all the economy wasn't stable. I've been told y'all was volatile. But I know you kept watching the news, you kept listening. The people don't cut the interest rates. Diesel gas goes up. All signs of a volatile economy. The thing is going to crash. It's terrible. These people are not making it. They're lying to these people. They're trying to cover up, and they're getting ready to funnel this money to these businesses so these businesses can keep looking like they're stable, so they can keep putting out these numbers and keep you in the market. Because when people find out it's bad, they're going to snatch their money out of the market. They're going to snatch their money out of the bank, and people are going to do it and take on a protection they're not going to be willing to spend. They need you to spend. That's the fabrication making the company look, or the economy looking good. I tried to tell y'all got to listen, man. They got a Bitcoin, whatever they can get out here. Bitcoin ain't nothing but a government scheme. They all together. I don't trust none of these people. Everybody that create these currencies, let you go out here and they let you do it, you got to have something to do with them. They ain't going to let me create no currency. They're going to send the Secret Service to me and tell me counterfeit. Yep. So once one person come on down and I say, man, say, I need to get my coins. I say, it ain't no coin, it's paper. Police! Police! Yep. The man bought coins from me. Now I'm telling the man that's a paper. I'm going to prison. I'm going to jail for fraudulent transaction, for deception, theft by deception, theft with intent. Every crime they can make up. Them folks a Bitcoin, they be in prison. Yep. I ain't got one coin yet. He's so stupid. It's an algorithm. So you trying to go to the store and get it. I'm going to pay you with an algorithm. Now, nigga, you finna have an aneurysm. You don't get my money. And then still show you a gold piece. What's the purpose of showing me a gold coin with dollar signs on it? That's a dollar sign. And it's an algorithm. This is not theft by deception. Then you don't have it.
Don't have it.
There's a theft with intent. I know they got to be one. They'd have been locked up. They'd have been locked up. They're all together. Don't let these folks. They got to be together. This too easy. I can prosecute this. I can get any one of these kids can prosecute this. Ain't that right, Brandon? I just told him everything. He heard it. They said Brandon ears so acute. That joke can hear mimes talking. They say, can you stop hitting that glass so hard? Where did I get it? Stop. That's a family show. No kids were injured in the filming of this show. Y'all all right? Let's come back over here. Tyler, 1 and 1. So I can get back over here. Y'all off the chain, man. I get to the 15th chapter of the book of Barashit, what, 15, 17? We left off at. He got me Tahalim 1 and 1, Barashit 15, 17, then we'll get back across and finish this up. Yahuwah willing. Listen to the book.
Baraka is the Ish
That do what?
walketh not in the counsel of the Rasha.
So that's what I'm trying to learn. He's telling you. He giving you signs right there. That's all right. If I want to be Barak, you got to cut some people loose. Start glaring at everybody else and what they're doing. Isn't that right? Because people going to give you recommendation, but you ain't got to take it. It won't work for me. It'll work for you, but for me, it'd be Qatar. Listen.
Nor standeth in the way of Kata,
What happened?
nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
What happened?
But his delight is in the Torah of Yahuwah. And in his Torah doth
what does he do?
Meditate.
He read?
Meditate Yom and Layla.
He think on that. He got to think on it. So why y'all think the opposing team has set this book up with disinformation or misinformation? Why you think they keep us preoccupied with so many other things out here trying to make it? Trying to make it will put you working 2-3 jobs. You know what they keep you doing from meditating. The Lord know you got to work. You know one thing about it, even when you don't think about it, he know your heart. What did he just say right here? But he know your heart. When I ain't thinking about him, he know. Because he know I got a family I got to take care of. What do y'all think why these people set this stuff up? It's distractions. That's all not distractions. Listen, that's the whole name of the game. You distract. You're trying to block. They're trying to protect. They have a reason why they do everything. You learn to play the sport, the same thing they do. The whole thing is to try to distract so you can get something else going. Fake a play, let it get into the running back, and we actually going to throw it. We're trying to get you off. Their whole game or their whole initiative is to try to win. And that calls with beating you out and whatever it takes. If it's a low blow, drop, you get injured, you get hurt, or you break, that's part of the game. It's all a part of the game. And you don't realize from that game is how they actually run real life. Those people that set up their own no team, those people are major players in life. And they coexist and work with corporations that take money from you. From Nike to Adidas to Reeboks to Ping to any of these other things. That's golf, you don't know, like y'all know. From tennis players, from all the advertisements you get. All these people work together with owners. They're all together. From people that do advertisement, all these people work together to keep and get you off. These people regard Einstein as a genius. His son, nephew, great-grandson or nephew, is the person they actually employed and brought in him who actually taught them how to manipulate you to get you to buy things you didn't want. The nephew of Einstein is who they brought in him and they used, and he taught them how to get you to buy things and get you to believe that you needed them. He said you have to make them believe it makes them better. You see some shoes, they ain't got a name. You see someone with a name, I don't wear that cheap junk. I wear Nike, man. Nike may make you run faster. This man was brought in the 40s. This man was 30s, 40s, and brought in and gave these people this type of information that they still use today, and they still sit around and bewildering you all day long. They outthink us every day. Because we're just not conscious people enough to realize once you know the plan, you break the plan up. All thing I get with y'all that irritates me the most is you know the plan, you just ain't gonna do nothing to stop it.
Yeah.
That's the part that get me with y'all. You know the plan, y'all just don't work together to try to stop it. At the sake of you feeling like something's gonna happen, what are they gonna do to you? What are they doing to you, the reason why you having to do this? If nothing was going on against you, then there would be no reason for you to try to set up an offense or a defense. Got it? Because these people are definitely on the end of trying to stop you. Okay. Don't worry about it. Come on, finish this up. Son. Listen. Tahalim.
And he shall be like.
What are they, 1 and 3 or 1 and 4?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. And he
Shall be like an ox planted by the Nahar of Mem,
I can imagine what happened.
that bringeth forth his pari
When?
in his season.
So what is this ox going to be looking for? Huh? What is this ox going to be looking for? That's the Abri word for tree. What is this tree going to be looking for? Planted by the river of Ma'in, he's looking for Ma'in. He's searching what amount of time. Because he's going to bring forth his pari in his season. So what would this ox be anticipating? So he can produce fruit. Just like the apostles did when they asked Yahusha, will you restore us to
Malchut.
when?
At this time.
So what were they searching for? They were looking at you in your full strength. We should be getting something now. That's why they were at this saying you will restore us at this time, meaning we have been anticipating. You hear him? You told her all powers in your hand. Then you can give it to us. Restore. You can give us back what belongs to us. Yeah. You know what the problem is with our people? In correlation with what Josh done said, the man would have came and gave it to her, but we've been too excited about that little wheel down there in Centennial Park.
That's right.
Who come to give people something they ain't expecting it?
That's right.
They asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you give it to, which means they had to be searching what amount of time.
Right.
Are we going to get it now? I feel like I can feel my help. Come on, Holy Ghost. No, I know exactly what we put again. Restore. That means give back us the Malkuth because it belongs to us now. Because that's what we've been waiting on. Consolation. That's what we're waiting on, the consolation. All the teaching led to this. They talked to Abraham. This is what they were looking for. Come on, finish this up. 15. Barashit 15, 17. See, if I had people with ears that were acute, that's acute, not cute. So they don't feel like they don't get in. It's a family show. He's like, oh, I ain't gonna never get in. I said acute. You know, tune too. They're not. Don't worry about it. It's another show. On the other show, we'll be talking about the ears. But if people had acute hearing to where certain things would spark for them, that they would drop the fear they had toward these people. You know what Yahushua told us? He said the Yahweh is taught by the precept of unashamed. That's how people fear him, what people told them. And then people look up to get the Malkuth. They didn't think he was going to hand it to them. They knew they were going to have to fight. I mean, Covenant walked around with a sword. I just can't picture people walking around saving people with a sword. Can you imagine that? I'm saying I'm talking to you about the Malkuth of Elohim. I got a sword on. Because you're going to take one of these swords now. You can take this to bar, or you can take this and I'll be forced to thrash you. Because he never told them folk to get rid of no sword. I don't know where they got that stuff from. He even told them before he set them out. He said, when I sent you out before, I sent you out without it. He said, now man, you better get you two of them now. He said, you better get you one. Because I said, shoot, man, I got two of them. Got two car pistols. That joke John out. I got two of them. He told me it was enough. He said, now you finna wind up going to hell. Now, that been Greek. You're a sinner. Christian don't do that. You know what code with the tongue? I ain't a Christian.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
That's the truth. People don't tell people, listen, these people don't realize. Do y'all understand? When you were told the Christian story about Jesus and the apostle, it never entailed the fact these men had weapons.
Yeah.
The men told them. So when they took him, Cuff reached around and eased another guy's sword out.
Oh.
How do you know it was his? He told him to put it back in his. He told you to put it back because you took it out. Slapped that up, then he said, I don't think that joker here too good. He said, let him go. Once a nigga leave, they said, roll over, Beethoven. That's what he did. He wrote a 9th symphony right there. Y'all didn't know those two chords are the same century, didn't it? All right, just trying to help you. It's bad. It's just bad. Listen to the book. 15, what is it, 17? About a sheep, Genesis, they call it. Listen.
And it came to pass that when the Shamash went down, and it was a shock, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. In the same Yom, Yahuwah made a berith with Abram, saying, Unto thy seed have I given this Beth from the Nahar of Mizraim.
Look at that. From the Nahar of Mizraim, from the river that traveled down from Mizraim, once you got out. How long?
Unto the great Nahar, the Nahar
Parith.
Parith.
Hold on, stop. Did we ever find out where it runs to? Or what area is bordered at? Can y'all tell us what area is bordered at, please? Y'all want to know what area is bordered at? Don't forget now, the Parith River, that they call your favorite, actually goes down and pours into the Persian Gulf. So it pours down into the Persian Gulf. Listen, let's find out. Tell them. Yeah.
Yeah. Turkey.
Wow. Did you say sandwich?
Turkey. Syria.
Which was taken by the Turks, the Ottomans. That's who took it back over.
Iraq.
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 Yeah. Oh, he rocked.
And
Yeah, who Iraq?
goes to the Persian Sea.
Or the Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. So coming from out of Mizraim, so it travels through Mizraim? Does it come from Mizraim?
No.
He told us from Mizraim, so from that region on down. So coming out, he said, have I given this to your seed, to your Tuledah, to your generations, your descendants that are going to come out after you. So now, what you think they're going to be doing? Searching. You know, Mushah sent two guys, sent about 3, 4 guys out? What was he sending them out to do? Search the land. So they were going to be searching. And you know what they were looking for? What time? You ain't going to believe what Caleb told them. But he told them something else before that. What he told them? What did he tell them? Fence down. What does he tell them? Let us go up at once, at this time. Because that was the time their defenses were down. See, he didn't just say, let's get it, because you're still not giving me a time period. He said, let us go up at once. That means do it now. Because this is the time it's giving us that we can defeat them and we can take it from them. Just like when the whites took you and they brought you out with the Spaniards and other people they used to take you out. They looked at a time period. They didn't just walk in and take you. They waited for an opportune time. And that's what Mr. Yahuwah was doing. It went on opportune time. And when he set him up the spotted line, when Caleb came back and he sat down and he stilled the people. He said, we need to do it now. He said, we need to do it now. Because any other time other than that is going to be a bad time for us. And you know what happened because the other people didn't Aman? Elohim would grieve with them. Because they missed their call. They missed their call. The people, you know what they did? They saw all that Layla. And you know what Yahuwah did? He swore they weren't getting in. He said not one of them. Not one of them. He said wasn't getting in. Save Caleb and Yahusha. Huh? He said, but that Tuledah, he left them to die because they missed it. That's why, you know, Yahusha came out and saw a city. You didn't believe what he did. What was it? So when we say searching what manner of time, how important is that for us? Because if you miss it, it'll wind up being your demise. People die. People die when we miss it. We die. We get cut off. That's what we're doing. We're searching what amount of time. But y'all got to believe it. Aman. And that's the problem I got with my people. Y'all don't Aman. Y'all really don't. Y'all don't have no confidence in yourself. It be more with us than it be with them.
Yeah.
I just believe that. We ain't doing nothing wrong because we believe in ourselves. White people believe in themselves. Asian people believe in themselves. Y'all, they got people in countries that are fighting against their government. And these people don't have guns. How you win a war and no guns? In Sudan, the citizens don't have no guns. They fight against a government or an oppressive regime with no gun, and the government has agreed to share authority and rule and power with the people. Because the people weren't breaking. The people look at you already killing us. At this point, we can't lose. We're saying that it's got to stop now. In Russia, Putin is supposed to be known as a murderous dictator. Yet, they got thousands going to jail on day. Thousands going to jail. They refuse. They said it's not fair. That we've been unfairly ruled, unfairly judged, and they look at the people are starving. Don't y'all know what's dangerous when government starves people? Government is comprised of people that's supposed to be working the will of the people. Is it the will of the people to starve and die, to be shot down and hung and drugged? Then the government has to change. It has to change to a government that suits the people. I know that's something y'all want to hear, do you? Because they didn't teach you that in school, did they? See, the only reason why white people good with the government, because the government, they too dumb to know the government is killing them too. Yep. See, they keep showing them we the one dying. They don't realize they killing white people too. See, when they come down to the wealthy, I'm talking about the wealthy, not no 100,000 there, no $1 million there. None of these people. We're talking about the wealthy. Tycoon. These are people that really run it and making decisions over the world. These are people that controlling global war and starvations, captivities and rape. These people doing a lot of stuff. People out here, they have no idea. You think they gonna let you go to a voting booth and cast a ballot and you finna unwrap everything they doing? The only way you gonna do that, you gonna have to dissolve the government and establish a different one. That's the only way gonna happen. It can't be comprised of the same people that you say no. See, Mandela sold out. Mandela wasn't the same man he was before he went in. Mandela blew something up. Mandela was a killer. They brought him, he was old and shaking, gray haired up, and sold out to him. That's the only reason they let him out of prison. They just didn't want you to know he sold out. You don't come out, you can't come out and share rule with. Simply because of what that word means. Apartheid means segregation. So explain to me, how do I share government rule with segregation? It's direct segregation, hate, prejudice toward people of color, black people. How do I share rule with that? Which means Mandela sold you out. The fact that he convinced South Africans that they could work together and because you can't even have the word attached to the connotation mean. Look up apartheid. That's what it meant. I don't want to add that. Then just tell me how much sense it makes when you hear the definition that I'm going to, first of all, you got to dissolve the connotation, the name, the meaning, the behavior. Okay. Leon, I need to use you again. I'm apartheid. I'm apartheid. We're going to find what the definition of apartheid is. You are a resistant against apartheid. You will not stand for apartheid. We need to find out what it is that you're resisting, that you're fighting against, that you've gone to prison for 27, 28 years of your life. We need to find out what it means. Can we find out what apartheid means?
A policy or system of segregation or discrimination on grounds of race.
You've been in jail for 28 years. I am apartheid. Now these people are with you because they are sick of me discriminating, segregating them because of their race. They have been fighting, marching, plowing for you, praying for you, and you getting out. And when you get out, you're going to convince these people that you and I can work together and share government. Tell them what it means again, me and Leon. 28 years.
A policy or system of segregation or discrimination on grounds of race.
And I appreciate it because we're going to work together and rule these people and share the rule over these people. This is when you are a dumb ass nigga. You're not just dumb, you are a dumb ass nigga.
That's right.
You see how dangerous it is when you don't know what words mean?
Yeah.
So, if I'm still referred to as apartheid, what changed? What changed? Did my ideas change? Did I remove the name, the behaviors that established this title? Our people, listen, you watch me, you're African. It's impossible for you to be an African and be smarter than me. Simply because that will have to let you be smarter than my Yahuwah. I know you're not smart, Miss Yahuwah. Nothing they do makes any sense to me. It would make no sense to let a white face have no ruler in no government, not after what they suffered. The same white face that beat, that robbed, that raped, and we're going to now share. I just got for 28 years. I assure you share ain't in my mind. And don't forget, when they came to release me early, I made a speech of, no, I cannot do this. As there is a big celebration being prepared for me, and I must get out at the appointed time. 28 years. This man got no skin on his sausage. And this man talking about 28 years, this man had no say. This man dried out like a prune in his pants. And you need to wait until they probably, listen, whatever they were going to do next week, next month, y'all can do that today. We'll still do that. I got to get out of here. I got to get laid tonight. Something to be so now. 28 years, that joker back. That joker got come all over the church, all the school, all up doing that. It's funny. I mean, y'all can laugh at me, but I'm being real.
That's right.
You tell me I'm going to hold off before. Do y'all understand how this in itself tells me you're a dummy? This tells me that you had no suffering in this prison. That this whole, see, people, let me tell you something, folks don't know. People don't know the whole time when Mandela been coming up prior to all this, they had already been working out details with Mandela on him getting out. So don't buy the hype of these movies these people give you. These people were already working deal. Winnie Mandela, his wife were already beating, oppressing the people who was a part of the liberation of the people. People don't really know nothing about these people. Y'all just don't none of these people impress me. I would never put these people as great leaders or advocators or deliverers for. These people sold you out. When it was just a vicious and rhyme. And the sad part is, they told Mandela about it before he got out of jail. Y'all didn't know Mandela was going to stay with Winnie. It was the people he worked with that forced him to leave her. Because they told him what it would do for the movement. Do you know he was going to stay with that heifer? They forced him to get away from her. He didn't walk away from her on his own. He wanted to stay with her. Which meant, what did you think about it, Mandela? What was the purpose of you going to prison spending all that time if you were good with your wife or pressing on people, beating them with chickens and all that food that she was doing? What was your whole idea? Oh, y'all don't know about Winnie. Winnie a mean evil beast. Oh, his wife an evil beast. Oh, she afflicted the people bad. They came in and let him know about why he was in prison. They let him know when he got out of prison he was going to have to get away from her. Y'all don't know nothing about these people. It's best you stay stupid and keep buying it. You can't sell these niggas to me. I don't buy them. He just as dirty to white people.
Yeah.
Friend of Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
But he did tell me one thing I never knew in my life. George Bush was a racist. I didn't know it till it came off his lip. Bill Clinton wasn't one though. But him and Bill, they were friends. These guys will sell you out. That man come out of prison, then he come in and that man walk in the president of South Africa because you were going to share the rule and were winning. Somebody that oppress your own people, beat your own people. You share rule with winning, you share rule with the apartheid government, and Mandela, your nigga. He ain't mine. Put him in his cabinet. All these people number schemesters. They all scared. They look like they've been oppressed. There's no way in the world. Lock me up 20 minutes and let me. I'm going to tell you what I think about white people. Ain't gonna take but 5. Give me 2 seconds. I said something for 20 years. They better cut. He won't stop. I'm be almost like Mike Tyson on stage when cut it off. Y'all remember he got on stage when cut off? Man, if I had you in prison, I ain't gonna say all what Mike said. That might film. Mike should have never said what he said up there. Mike Mountain, he should have had his tongue cut from it. So that wasn't his first time. Told him, I make you love me. I said, Mike, you done said way too much. I don't want to tell Mike, I don't want to wash your clothes, nothing, Mike. We ain't riding the car together. Be like, Ryan, you look, he be like, what you think about doing that? That shit's sick. You kind of lean, because you know you're going to hit. You're going to try to swing. So you're trying to give you down body. Don't lean in. Do not lean in and tell what you think. Lean kind of over. And be going to kind of block. Because it's coming. Isn't that right? Body blow, get you draw that. You out. That's sick. I tell you, man, we can't be friends you talking like that. But just to tell y'all stuff. See, how many of y'all didn't know nothing about winning? Y'all gonna look up, y'all gonna let me just run my mouth like that. Who know about this? And what the man wife was vicious, and he put on his cabinet. Along with the apartheid government. Stop them. See, this is what white people, don't you know every leader you ever have, white people give them to you? You never got nobody for yourself. White people gave them to you. White people gave you Mandela got in jail. Mandela had cut this. Mandela wasn't mistreated in no prison like these folks think. Mandela was accepted. They had kept him away from these people. Mandela, his party was still meat while he was in prison. Do it make common sense? I've been in jail for 27 years, and I'm going to wait? No. As they cannot leave today, they are preparing a big feast in March for me. I do not want to disappoint them. But like, man, who booted you in here again? Come on out here, sister. That shit brought them a time. Get out here, sister. Plot for 28 years. You got a wife? She should have left that nigga. Yo, you been waiting over 28 years. That nigga think he got to wait another week because they got a preparation of him. So what did they tell you? What did they tell you what kind of lifestyle he had in that prison? Access. But see, y'all don't know stuff like that, do you? That's why you pay me. That's why when you write your check, you want to know why that's why you pay me. Give you one quaalude, you're going to love me in the morning. Come back happy, I was only kidding. Y'all all right? This show is called Sensible. It's a family show. No members were hurt in the film of this movie. I had to put that up there for legal reasons. Isn't that right? Y'all all right? Come on, finish this up, Abraham. So I get out of here, man. I got to get him out of here. My poor member, I don't know. Y'all think I don't know nothing? I can't let these folks just sit around and just tell me anything. Anytime they going to give me a lead, don't you want to watch the people they give you? Come on, man. All these folks, they make your lead, pick your leaders. They get your leaders. They write letters against your leaders. Man, these people forge stuff. Man, he forged a letter and sent out in somebody else's name and wrote and sent it to the king. Go back and look at the film. How many of y'all ain't seen the film when Dr. King got the Nobel Peace Prize? How many of y'all have seen that? The clip of it. Oh, pay attention to it real. You need to pay attention to it. Watch how he kind of stutters and hesitates. Oh, he did. Who told him? Told he was an embarrassment to his people. Told him he'd take that, if he took that Nobel Peace Prize, he was going to expose him for his adulteries. I tell you what, look at the film. Watch how he lean, he talk. Watch how he talk, how he kind of just lean with reservation to take it, how to do it and talk. He dared him to take it. Y'all don't know that. How many of y'all don't know about this? Because you ain't supposed to. They can give you a leader. Don't ever be. Dr. King wasn't no pope, man. Got more money y'all niggas ever had. Yeah. White chauffeur. Here I am marching against segregation, I got a white chauffeur. What you think white folk do? They kept me with a white chauffeur. Quick. A white chauffeur. I got a white man drive me around. And I'm marching against discrimination and segregation. A white man drives me around. I have a chauffeur. And then I was going to Memphis. You don't believe I was getting ready to set up after Memphis that summer. I feel it's called the Poor Man March. Well, I'm going to wear an overall and a shirt. And I'm going to be marching around for poor people. Y'all didn't know King was setting up to a Poor Man March? Yeah, they were going to go. It's called a Poor Man. Y'all niggas need money. It wasn't going to be for Dr. King. Dr. King had hair abundance. Felt money. Bella Fun. Ew. Here come King on buzz these hoes. Here I come and we gonna get the horse. My people. This is for my people. Whatsoever soul in the shovel is a gown. Okay, you heard that before? Meaning I see the forbidden in the law. I'm trying to tell you, y'all don't know nothing about this stuff for real? The Democratic Party, they paid Dr. King. Democrats, they'll tell you Dr. King didn't agree or assign to a party. Dr. King was being funded by the Democrat, by the unions. Unions are Democrats. Same people y'all hate today as the Republicans. Republicans hate niggas. Y'all didn't know Republicans didn't like didn't like niggas. The Republicans were the one forcing the Democrat hand to try to get rid of segregation. The Republicans were the people that were forcing the Democrats to try to get rid of segregation. George Wallace was a Democrat. Strom Thurmond. Democrat. Yeah. Judge Smith. West Virginia. Democrat. Richard B. Russell. Democrat. You have a federal building down here named after him. Hated y'all niggas. They don't know that. Y'all just thought it was a federal building. You have a federal building down here that's named after a knuckle-dragging cracker that hates you. Or born racist. Democrat. But y'all know it's the Republicans. That's the Republican will find you. The Democrat didn't want y'all nigga to get it. Democrat walked out on, what's that boy, Lyndon Baines. They walked out on Johnson. Everybody went against him. He withstood his own party. Y'all, but see, they don't teach you stuff like this in school. They like to send y'all to make you think you know something, put it in the book and give you the wrong side of the story. And that, as soon as you meet a nigga, he automatically born a Democrat. And don't forget, they will always tell you now, King, if you look, King never chose a political party. He was funded by the unions, and the unions are paid by Democrats. If you are a union member, your dues, $1 of your dues go to the Democratic Party. How many of y'all have been a member of a union? If you've been a member of a union, part of your fees, your dues that you pay, go to the Democratic Party. Exactly. They buy hoes, they buy dope, whatever they got to do. But he politician. Most of y'all don't supposed to know. How many of y'all didn't know that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's what I'm here for. Safe zone. No kids were injured in the shooting of this film. Called Sensible. See, where they hurt you at, they give you information, they give you the wrong information. They get you to move to right back to where you at now, in slavery. They make you think you're free. Y'all all right? Come on, figure this out so I can go. Here I go all off subject because I done ran out. I ain't got spelling these words, but I have the best words. They're the best words. Listen.
In the same Yahuwah made a berith with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this Beth from the...
When with this now?
In the same
So I'm going to be looking for that. Because now I'm looking for what amount of time. Because in the Yom that he made it, when was it? When he made covenant berith with you, he kept trying to tell you in the Yom he made it. Which means you need to record and document, and we start looking, time period, similarity, what was going on, what was happening at that time. What we being afflicted or being brought from or delivered from. That's what they were looking for. When Zachariah spoke, the Abba of Yehukanan, he told how he had raised up a horn, or what was it? That's right. He let him know he raised up an olive. Only thing you look at arm is strength, and we look at the horn. We talking about the horn, and you're going to have that on your olive. So we looking at olive. He done raised up an olive. And we knew where it was raised up at. Well, in the house of his abad, Daoud. That's going to be important for you. See, Daoud got told a story one time. You know that's one of my uncles. I told you about him. You know about my Uncle William, well, Uncle Daoud. He used to rule over an empire. And one time, one of the bar came to see my uncle. They came to see him. He tried to tell him about a man, a wayfarer man that had come into a city. And there was two men. One had a lot of a dog, fox. And another man had one little ewe lamb. You ain't gonna believe what he did with that ewe lamb. He harbored that ewe lamb. You know what he did with that ewe lamb? He ate and he slept with it. And it laid in his bosom. So that Yahusha and Elohim's. He only had one ben. And the man who had all the ewe lamb, he wouldn't take of his own a dog. He took his one little ewe lamb. And when Daoud heard it, he was angry. And you know what he said? That man should die.
Yes, sir.
What you think Mr. Yahuwah said when he told you that was his only ben? And when you were to offer, you didn't take one of your bens, you took his. Interesting. So we look at he done raised up olive in the belly of his abad, Daoud, which means Daoud, he a hard that ewe lamb. He ate and he slept with that ewe lamb, and that ewe lamb laid in his bosom. He a hard that ewe lamb. Just like Yahuwah a hard the ben. Yahushua told us that. He said that Abba, he a hard the ben. And he's showing everything he does. And he going to show him even greater, worse than these. So you might among. It's that important, that imperative you pay attention. Come on, finish this up.
In the same Yom, Yahuwah made a berith with Abram,
Yes.
saying, Unto thy seed have I given this Beth from the Nahar of Mizraim,
Yes.
unto the great river, the Nahar Parareth. The Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Cadmonites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Rephaims and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites. Chapter 16.
He should have gave him a time period, and we ain't gonna remove it. In the 15th chapter, what verse was that? 16, 17. What deal? Go to 17. 17. Let me say 17, 14. Barashit. Probably gonna read down for now. Is it still at 15? Is it 15:11 when he told Noah surely they were gonna go into captivity? Is it 15:11? 13? What is it, 15:13? 15:13 will back me up. Make it 15:11. Listen.
And when the fowls came down upon the carcasses, Abram drove them away. And when the Shamash was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram.
What did he do, y'all? He died. Listen.
And lo, and horror of great Kashak fell upon him.
Listen now.
And he said unto Abram,
Should not the day of Yahuwah be dark and very kashak and no or in it at all? You know how dark it got to be that it make you afraid? This would be the day of Yahuwah. That's what we told our Moose. Should not it be kashak and no? You know, he came on the rocks, it was dark like that. No, it was no or when he came. So now I would be searching. What manner of time? He did signify. that when it gets so dark that no light in it, it get ready to spring up. Coof. No monkey business.
That's right.
No monkey business in it. This show is going to be called Sensible. Listen.
And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that
Of a surety, without a doubt, can't be contested. That what?
thy seed
Yes.
shall be a stranger in a Beth that is not theirs,
Listen.
and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them
How long?
400 years.
What happened?
And also that nation whom they shall serve will I shafet,
Yes.
and afterward shall they come out with great substance.
So what we going to be doing? His seed. What is his seed going to be doing? Searching for what? Time. We searching. So what will Abraham do? If he told Abraham this, Abraham would teach this to his children.
Yep.
And his children's children, and he will let them teach another Tuladah.
Yep.
That's all I'm waiting for it to get dark outside. No or in it. Everything coming. That's like they told y'all in Russia. They didn't see the Shamash for 3 weeks. In Mizraim, they didn't see it for 3 Yamin. It's coming. No man durst moved out of his place. So this is what I got to look at. What else happened?
And thou shalt go to thy Abba in Shalom.
Yeah.
Thou shalt be buried in a tube old age. But in the fourth Tuladath,
In the what?
in the fourth Tuladath,
Tell them what happened.
they shall come hither again.
Yeah.
For the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full.
So we're looking for something. We're looking for something here. We're looking for something down here. We're looking for something there. We're looking for something here. That's what we've been looking for. We're searching what amount of time. I'm being afflicted. What you think I'm looking for? I'm looking for consolation.
Right.
I'm looking. He said they're going to come back down. So you know what I'm be looking for in my consolation? I'm looking for him to restore me to Malkuth at that time. I'm looking for in that fourth Tuladah, I'm looking for him to restore me to Malkuth. Because he said we were going to come back there, which means he let them know we were going to be going out. We were going to be put somewhere. We were going to be distracted and afflicted and murdered. And all these things going to happen. But know that he's going to shop it and he's going to judge those people that did that to us. That he's going to bring us out with substance and bring us back there. That's why the apostle asked, we restore us to Malkuth at this time.
Yeah.
It only made sense. We back. We him. So we must be finna get it. These bastards done worked us over a long time. See, they wouldn't teach this book with no hope. If you'd have taught this to a slave with hope the way I'm teaching it, slavery would have ended a whole lot earlier now. Every nigga have a Cadillac and a Geographical. Bald head niggas have a Geographical. We'd have fixed this situation. Now stuff never would have happened. Isn't that right? Little Richard never would have had his door going like this. We'd have stopped it. Once that door opened like that, come back, we'd have, bam, stop that. Whole lot of stuff we'd have cut out. Pick me up at 4 and 1. Galatians, they think I forgot. And I try to let y'all go. So what happened there to look forward in the third Tuladah? Why? What happened in the fifth Tuladah? Man, you missed it. So what they were doing? They were been doing searching. Like what? So how important would time have been for them? You know what they'd have been doing? What's called time management. That's what I'm here to do. Help you manage your time. Time management. You know they found out in corporations and jobs what their biggest theft is? Time. They thought it was stamps and envelopes, computers. They found out that people stealing time was more detrimental to company than shop supplies and other things. That'll close doors more than anything. Just to show you, that's what we did. and the door was closed. The book God had to come in and tell us so our interest would minister to us.
Yeah.
We wound up getting door cause of piss poor time management. Go figure. 4:1, Book of Galatians. Listen to the book.
Now I say
That the who?
Heir.
As long
as he is a Yahweh,
I say seed. The what?
differeth nothing from an abad,
But is.
though he be a done of
See
all.
that? Listen. There's no difference in it. Y'all got it? You couldn't tell the difference in it, even though he be the malak over everything. They are done. He masters over all of it. But
Is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Abba.
you
Even
say until he get tired.
until the time appointed of the Abba.
You said whenever he feel like it.
Until the time appointed of the Abba.
Go figure. So
Even so we, when we were Bani, were in bondage under the elements
you
of the
say
rocks.
even so we when we were who?
When we were Bani,
I said seed. Go ahead.
were in bondage under the elements of the rocks.
So what happened?
But when the fullness of time was come,
You said before then?
but when the fullness of time was come,
A little after it happened?
when the fullness of time was come,
What happened?
Elohim sent forth his being,
How?
made of an Ashah,
Made.
under the Torah.
So if it made under the structure, he would have had to come in the fourth Tuledah.
That's right.
If I'm going to search what manner of time, that's why we had to go back and look at his lineage, because we were looking for the fourth Tuledah, fourth generation. I'm a time management keeper. That's what I do. He couldn't come in the third. That's when you start counting, he had to come in the fourth. He said, even so when we were in bondage, that's the same thing he told Abraham, that his seed were going to be afflicted. They were going to be torn. They were going to be under. But pay attention, even though they was a done of all. Even though they were going to rule over everybody, they were prone to be under somebody else. So they could break it. You can't imagine that. You do know our suit was over your code. But he wound up being tutored and being governed by it. But as Abba told him, but when he arrested, when he got tired of he arrested, he said, then you're going to break that yoke. You can't do it, but then. As he got frustrated, now he got tired of it, he said, you're going to break it. Who did y'all see do that? Hananiah? When he took the yoke off of Yirmiyahu and he broke it. He took it off his neck and he broke it. So Elohim was going to return it back in 3 full years. Yirmiyahu said, Amen. He said, but the Nabi ain't been before me and before thee. So they never nobbled nothing to. They always nobbled against. He said, anybody ever came and nobbled to, said we had to wait till it happened. And Yahuwah sent Yirmiyahu back to Hananiah and let him know, said what you broke was a yoke of wood. So I'm going to put one of iron. It's going to be 70. He let him know, go back and let him know, it's going to be 70. Because people will count that. They all didn't even understand it except by the books that it was going to be 70. That's how important numbers and time management was for it. It had to line up because we were looking for us in the Shamaim and on the Arats. So things had to line up. As Justin told me what he do, and he said, got from his granddad, and he said, with all the color people had, he said, man, I just make my ends meet. I'm still trying to figure that connotation out. He says, that's all I do, preacher, just trying to make my ends meet. Go figure, I'm still trying to figure that one out. I know it's wrapped up in a enigma or wrapped up in a nigga, but I got to try to figure that out. It's wrapped up in a nigga, but I just can't figure it out. I'm still working on it. Once I figure out him making his ends meet, then I'll get back with y'all. But it's wrapped up in a nigga. Oh, he said wrapped up in my nigga. I got to figure how that go anyway. That's one of the, go figure, isn't it right? Don't forget the show. It's called Sensible. So when we got him, when the fullness of time Elohim was come, Elohim sent for his men made of a shah made under the Torah to redeem them.
that were under the Torah.
That's what Musha did. The people he came to get followed the Torah. Those are the people he came to get. That's why Elohim wanted him to let his arm go, because they were under his instructions. See, you only went there when he told Yasakar, go not where? Why he didn't go down? Because he was under the law. He was under the Torah. His instruction was for him not to go. See, when you're under the Torah, it was made for him. He told him to not go down. See, they're still under it. He's still under the Torah. He told you why. Because of Abraham. He obeyed my Torah, kept my charge, my statutes, and my judgments. I finish on him. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. I try to get ready to let y'all go. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. We get ready to take up money. I got the way. Because I don't bore y'all. I don't want to bore you with this. They like that Martin Luther King thing, though, ain't it? First Thessalonians 5:1. Listen to the book.
But of the times and the seasons, Akim,
I couldn't imagine.
ye have no need that I write unto you.
For what reason?
For yourselves know perfectly
That
the of the Adon so cometh as a thief in the Layla.
what's significant about that? How was the Yom of Yahuwah supposed to be? Very dark. And no? Why would he tell you this? So you were looking for this. You were looking for a time period to come and when it was going to be so dark. These white people had theirs. They call it the Dark Ages. These people history records a time that it wasn't very illuminated. They call it the Dark Ages. Different than, y'all heard these time periods, man. You got one coming too. It's going to call a dark day. Yahuwah got a Yom appointed that it's going to be dark. Just like he didn't borrow. Only I believe it because he didn't borrow a sheet. It was so dark, there was no Aur in it. So where was the Aur? Where was the Aur? If he came in, it was so dark, there was no light in it. Where was the Aur? Well, the Aur was in him. So we were looking. We were looking. That's why he told us to look unto me and be ye saved. He was set up that we were looking for Aur to save us. That's why Elohim sent his son, Shamash. He sent it. That in whosoever among in him should not. That's what happened. You keep darkness. You know what happened when it was dark? Nothing had Kai. When it made sense for him to start causing Barashit, if it was anything here. He showed us that Kashak could not successfully bara except they had coexisted with Aur. Now, you ain't gonna believe it. There are things that grow in the Layla. But the Aur had to come first. The Aur had to come in and instruct Kashak. That's how it worked. Aur couldn't do nothing without, Kashak couldn't do nothing without Aur. We needed the Aur. Huh? And when they came and they saw me, it smiled on me. Yeah. It smiled on me. Y'all all right? See, they made you think this was a curse, but he smiled when he saw you. Hey, you ain't gonna believe what he told me about Abraham. When he seen my Yom, he was glad. He smiled on Yasakar. He looked over that scene, he looked at it and just smiled on him. Look at it right now. He's so cuddly and cute. Look just like me. That's what he said. He said, Abraham seen my union and he was glad. You know how they knew by time? They say, you ain't even 50 years old. Why would they make a call like that? Which means they knew something about time. That would have to put you at a certain age if Abraham seen you. He said, man, before Abraham was, he told them about Yahuwah. They gave you I am. He let them know about Yahuwah. Predated Abraham. Predated. Listen what he finna tell you so I can get out of him. Listen.
For when they shall say, Shalom and safety,
Then,
sudden destruction cometh upon them,
how like what?
as travail upon a Ashah with Yalit,
And tell them what happened.
and they shall not escape.
So guess what they start doing now? They don't like time period. So guess what they do to you? Induce. Do you know what induce derived from? It's called seduce. This is what they do to make you push your baby out early. Because you were taught when the fullness of time will come, he sent forth. He told you the baby can't exist in the womb that long. He existed in the womb for 42 generations. Explain that. He told you because he tries to get you off. He give you dates, then he breaks the date. So he won't keep you conscious of how important it is for you to pay attention to Elohim dates. So that's why they push someone to give you inducing labor. He told me when the fullness of time will come, he sent for him. When did he come? So like when you get a full moon, the first day? What about the second one? When you get a full moon? When the fullness of time comes. That's the only way I understand it. Guess what happened in the fullness of time? You get a whole complete Yaret. Not before then. It'll look like it though. Round about the third, it'll look like it, but it's not. It's not the full strength. So now he comes in and he gets you, he got a practice he called inducing labor. He also induced death. You know, with the practice of his inducing labor, he's killed a lot of babies. Because at one time, that baby know when it's time for it to break the water, come out the womb. He just convinced you otherwise. Yeah. And then you know what he do with the baby at that point? He stresses the child. So the child immediately comes into the rot stressed. Then the child get high blood pressure, you know, come with high blood pressure, you get failing kidneys. He's already worked you before you got him. So it's like, oh, you're going to blame your poor Negro diet on me. Your stresses, you're going to put them on me. Yes, because he induced the labor. That stressed the baby. The baby know when it come out. The baby know when it come out. He just convinces your mind otherwise. There have been health issues in situations where baby been wrapped in umbilical cord or some other difficulty where the baby had to be pulled. But a lot of times he just gone through the practice of, he just forces them out. And we just go ahead and we just go along with it. He told you how it come. He said, come like travail on a woman with child. Before she know it, it hits. That's what he tried to tell you that. Before you know it, it drop when it's ready. Well, Elohim gave us ox. So you just want to be walking around saying when he get ready, when it's time. So that's why he tried to let the Hakeem know of the time and the seasons. You know perfectly well. Everybody knew in the fourth Tuladar we were going to be leaving from Mizraim if you were under the Torah. Everybody knew that Elohim was sending his bin in the fourth Tuladar if you were under his Torah. That's why Simeon could be waiting on the consolation. He was told he wasn't going to see Mut until he seen Yahuwah's Mashiach. Fourth Tuladar. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to be getting ready to fold up and get out of here. I got to do like I said, fold that thing up like a vest shoe. I know I got to be getting out of here. Time failing me now. I'm getting ready to leave him. They knew. Abraham knew he was going to leave. 82 young. He's going to leave him at a tube old age. Tube. Before he got there, he already told me in the time of Noah they were going to cut man time down 120. So he knew I at least got to get around. I'm not 79, man. I'll probably be dead in the morning. No, you're going to live in a tube old age. So he already had at least a sense of time. He knew he wasn't looking for 900 because he already cut time by then. So now, guess what happened? Knowing the... He told him good old age and hadn't cut time in the 6th chapter of the book of Barashit. He been looking for 900. That's a good old age. But since you cut time and people not living at them, then they tell you about time. Time been cut. Time been cut on people. Come on, folks. Time been cut on these people. Tahalim told you he's going to give you 6 scores. 10 by reason of strength. Isn't that right? He been cut time on them. Man, come on, man, people live 900. Nigga, you don't know about living on 900. Shut your mouth. So he was letting us know you started looking. When you start reach a certain age, you should be expecting something. How people so gullible? Gullible. Go ahead.
But ye, Akim, are not in Kashak,
For what reason?
that Yum should overtake you as a thief.
Because with Ur, you're supposed to see. He told you those that sit in the regions of Kashak are Ur smuggled. So if Ur smuggled, guess what they could do? See. In Mizraim, when they couldn't see, what did they do? Why? You know why? Because I don't know if I'm finna bump into something, I'm finna bump into somebody, or somebody finna get me. So the best thing me do is to stay still. But when you have Ur, you can move because you can see. It made no sense for me to walk and fall over this. That's stupid. I'm looking at it. That's what he tried to tell me when you got the Torah. It made no sense for you to commit Qatar when you can see it. That's what he tried to get me. First, I learned about Ur. I learned about Kashak, the state I was in. The Ur came in, made clear. That's what light actually do. Light means to make clear. That's what it do, make clear. Cut it off. I'm trying to say that Tabitha. Light on. I ain't trying to say, I know that's you. Light made it clear. But if the lights were on, I want to say, I'm not sure. So when I got the Torah and Yahusha come, behold the Lamb of Elohim will take it away to Qatar of the Uriah. This is he of whom I said, after me, out of Kashak, coming one preferred before me. Because he was before me. It made it clear. He said, and I knew him not, but the same one that sent me said that on whom you see. Everything you deal with works inside of the 5 senses. If you got 6, go to the doctor. 5 is where he working. This show is called sensible. It's got to make sense. Otherwise, I can't understand it. And if I can't understand it, I'm on. Y'all got it? Finish this up. Listen.
Ye are all the Benim of Ur,
What happened?
and the Benim of the Yum. We are not of the Layla, nor of Kashak.
What happened in Kashak and Barashit? What happened in Bashak and Barashit? Nothing. So you're not of nothing. You're of and from something that bara. Everything he made and created came from Ur. So now he told you that you are the Beni of Ur. So everything that he caused to come in existence, he caused to come in existence through and under Ur, which means it came from light. That's where I come from. We come from light. Because shark don't produce nothing. Not without Ur. Y'all got it? All thing you get from Ur, from Kashak before Ur comes, is death. Come on.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the Layla.
And?
They that be drunken,
See that? What else?
are drunken in the Layla.
That's why Yahuwah told you, Yahushua told I must work to work in him while what was again? Because what was coming? And what happened in the Layla? That's why I know I can't be from the Layla. You could be from the Layla, but for me, it be Qatar. See, I got to work while it's Yun, because I'm on oil. See, his statements make sense. Now, this is how we find out if stuff coexist together. It makes sense. Or oil your work, or oil you up, or oil your lively, could shock you dead. Could shock your unconscious. He said, I'm never unconscious. I always mind. Every Thursday. This show called Sism. This show called Sism. I lost it for a minute. That's why I said it in our mind. But this is what we had to consider and do. Y'all got it? That's good.